Two living gods, born to conquer, raised to dominate. Omni-Man versus Homelander. When unstoppable meets unhinged, only one will stand. Let's find out who truly rules.
You're not, here we come. You better move, cause you crossed the line. This isn't gonna end without a fight. We are the warriors. We are the warriors. And if you take us down tonight, we're gonna come back in the afterlife. We are the warriors. We are the warriors. You think you got something on me? Check it. I feel like a warrior, storm the earth. Every direction I go berserk. Bodies are dropping into the dirt. Heads flying up with the birds. And a gun at my side, I'm taking you out. In it to win it, that's what I'm about. I go for greatness without a doubt. Not for the fame and not for the clout. I turn it up, let the devil out. Come alive, never back down. Can't stop, I'm a die for the game. Dodging the devil and breaking the chains. No sleep till I'm dead and decayed. Doc says I'm allergic to pain.
Section 1. Omni-Man, the savior who came to conquer. His name is Nolan Grayson, but to the galaxy, he is known as Omni-Man, a name that echoes through solar systems with fear, awe, and blood. He comes from the planet Viltrum, a world that once claimed to pursue peace and enlightenment, but that was a lie dressed in honor. In truth, Viltrumite civilization was forged in a maelstrom of murder, an evolutionary trial by massacre. To ensure only the strongest survived, Viltrumite slaughtered half their own population with their bare hands. Think of it like natural selection with a kill count in the billions. What remained was a race of gods without mercy, conquerors who united under one mission: conquer the cosmos, crush any world that resists, and enslave or eliminate all who oppose the Viltrumite Empire. Omni-Man was sent to Earth, pretending to be a protector while secretly preparing it for conquest. In the comics, he worked alongside a group called the Guardians of the Globe, Earth's mightiest heroes. He saved lives, stopped disasters, even got married and had a son, Mark Grayson. But when Mark started developing his own powers, the mask came off. Omni-Man revealed the truth. Earth wasn't his home, it was his mission, and he was its executioner. That's when things got very un-Superman. Now let's talk power, because Nolan Grayson isn't just a strong guy. He's a walking cataclysm built from science fiction nightmare fuel. His strength, speed, and durability come from what's known as smart atoms. His DNA contains atomic structures that can be consciously manipulated to amplify strength, condense muscle density, and adapt in real time to stress. It sounds like comic book babble, because it is. But imagine your cells literally reorganizing to punch harder when you get mad. With these smart atoms, Nolan can fly at speeds that bend time, tank explosions that level cities, and punch holes through planets like he's punching through wet drywall. And it gets better. He can hold his breath in space for weeks by supercharging the oxygen in his blood, meaning he can chase you across the stars without stopping for air. Let's talk how far he can go. Once, when a portal opened and an alien race tried to invade Earth, Nolan didn't just close the door. He went through it, followed them to their home planet, and annihilated their civilization by using his own body as a missile. He flew so fast, he ripped apart their atmosphere, causing it to implode in a firestorm the size of a continent. Nolan turned himself into a warhead, and then, without resting, he flew back from a completely different galaxy in under a week. That's faster than light, bro. He doesn't travel, he dominates space. He has survived direct collisions with meteors the size of Texas, ripped through armies, and once punched an immortal being into vapor. He's not just strong, he's surgical in violence. If you try to flank him, you'll end up in two pieces orbiting his shoulders. And no, that's not a metaphor. He's taken hits that shattered mountains, got thrown through skyscrapers, and still kept fighting like a beast possessed. He even punched Mark, his own son, through 5 states in one battle. But he's not invincible. Viltrumites are vulnerable to intense sonic pressure, like ear-splitting frequencies that can shut down their equilibrium, grounding them like a busted jet. Echo Echo from Ben 10 would be their worst nightmare. And while Nolan can tank nuclear heat, something like prolonged exposure to stellar plasma, like bathing in the core of a sun, could kill him. But here's where the story hits hard. Because after all the pain, all the blood, all the rage, it wasn't a weapon or a hero that stopped Omni-Man. It was his son's heart. When Mark refused to give in, when he chose compassion over power, Nolan broke. Literally, he flew away from the fight, crying. The most feared being in the galaxy, undone by a boy who learned that love is stronger than legacy. Nolan had called his wife just a pet, but he learned what humanity really was, through the very people he was meant to destroy. And the best part? Nolan isn't done. He's not just a villain. He's a father, a traitor to his own kind, and possibly the galaxy's last hope to resist the empire he once served. Section 2. Homelander, the smile that hides a massacre. Welcome to Vought International, a multi-billion-dollar American conglomerate whose #1 product isn't cars, weapons, or tech. It's superheroes. But not just comic books or costumes, real superheroes. Imagine a company that manufactures TV shows, merchandise, cereal boxes, and the superheroes themselves. And standing at the top of their biggest brand, the face of Vought's golden empire, is the leader of the Seven, the most powerful man on Earth, Homelander. He's got the all-American jawline, the Superman swagger, and the charm of a president mixed with a game show host. But beneath that perfect hair and those patriotic speeches lies the closest thing to Lucifer ever born in a lab. Because yes, he wasn't born, he was made. In the comics, Homelander wasn't some alien baby sent to Earth, although it definitely sounds familiar. No, this boy was cooked up with Compound V, a top-secret super soldier serum developed by Vought. And let's just say it worked a little too well. As a baby, he incinerated his handlers with his heat vision before he could even say mom. They had to strap a hydrogen bomb to his chest just in case the baby decided to throw a tantrum. Serious, building tension. Raised in total isolation and pumped full of American propaganda, Homelander grew up learning how to smile for the cameras, not how to be human. And it shows, because while he looks like a hero, what lurks underneath is something far more terrifying. A god with a fragile ego and no moral compass. He doesn't fight for justice, he fights for ratings. But make no mistake, he's the real deal when it comes to raw power. His superhuman strength is so great, he can throw jets, split planes in half, and flatten concrete buildings like they're made of cereal boxes. He once let a plane full of people die because he didn't want to risk looking bad on camera. Charming, right? His heat vision? So powerful it can melt a crowd of humans in seconds, or slice entire steel vehicles with surgical precision. His hearing is sensitive enough to pick up a heartbeat in a skyscraper, and his X-ray vision lets him scan entire buildings in a blink. His voice can drop into frequencies so powerful it could give Echo from Ben 10 an existential crisis. And when he screams, say goodbye to your eardrums and maybe your entire spinal cord. And here's the kicker. No weapon made by humans can kill him. Guns, bombs, missiles. He shrugs them off like water balloons. The military has no answer. Not even Batman could prep time his way out of this one. He's basically invincible, without an off switch, raised to believe he's a god, and treated like one by millions. But for all his terrifying power, Homelander is still a broken man. A lab-grown experiment with zero emotional development and a crushing addiction to fame. He lives for adoration, for being the center of every news cycle. His only weakness? His ego, and maybe his son. That's right, when he discovers he has a superpowered child, something flickers in him. A spark of something human. Is it hope? Redemption? Or just another attempt at control? That's the mystery. So yes, Homelander could vaporize entire cities in a single night, but he could also crumble from a child telling him, "I don't love you." That's what makes him dangerous and tragic. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the clash of gods. Omni-Man versus Homelander.
You have one shot
stage. What you got to play? Generic drops for days, still the people rage. Am I not insane? Can you stop and explain why these drops are so lame? Is money buying you fame? I'm fucking on, I'm killing it with this song. You haters can sing along or go back where you belong. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with giving up, moving on. Cause I took your girl to prom, she can't help but sing this song. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high parass. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high parass. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. She's so on like a light switch, flirting back. There's nothing wrong with the way that she's working that. I just want that body bad, come on baby, bring it back. I'm so gone, faded off a 30 rack. She's so on like a light switch, flirting back. There's nothing wrong with the way that she's working that. I just want that body bad, come on baby, bring it back.
That was insane! Omni-Man and Homelander just tore the cosmos apart. But in the end, only one could stand tall. And with 1,000 years of battlefield experience, Viltrumite blood, and the kind of fist that can punch through planets, sorry Homelander, looks like your 5-star approval rating doesn't mean much when you're orbiting in 2 pieces. But hey, the fight doesn't stop here. Who do you want to see throw down next? Drop your dream matchup in the comments, because the next battle could be yours.